Okay, so new changes to the Rogue and the Thief subclass, Unearthed Arcana, Expert class, updates. It's playtest material, people. Don't get too concerned yet. What have they done to it? Fast Hands has changed. It now lets you take the search action as a bonus action. It allows you to pick a lock and disable a trap. That's it. It does not include use an object. I don't know how much that is going to play into your game and how much that will affect you. I'm kind of interested to know how much it would affect you if it has. I don't know that this change was actually needed. I think what has happened is that the designers had always intended for it to be used as part of the search action, picking a lock or disabling a trap as a bonus action. And that Fast Hands was only really designed to be used in combat. And of course, I don't think that was enough. I think Fast Hands needed to do something outside of combat. And it sort of nailed it down to this as a combat feature, as far as I can tell. And so now you can't use an interaction and a bonus action and pull out a healing potion. Or use an interaction, pull out a healing potion, and then drink that healing potion, use an object as drink the potion, and then make your attack. So a lot of thieves will not be very happy that they can't drink their potion and make an attack in the same turn, because that'll be kind of shut down. Second story work has a small change. It allows for a dexterity check to jump rather than a strength check. Something that should actually apply to all characters. If you've ever done any kind of long jumping or high jumping, you'll know that there are a couple of things that come into play when you're jumping. One is skill. So it's a skill that you learn, right? Actually knowing how to jump properly and do it efficiently is a skill. It also requires strength to move your weight from one place to another. Another factor is speed. The faster you can go, which is your dexterity, the more agile you are, the further you can travel. Okay? And so I feel like the jump mechanics should actually include dexterity and strength, and this should not actually be a feature for the thief, the rogue thief. It should be a feature that all classes, all characters can do, because that's how jumping works. I don't know how you feel about that, but that was what I had to say about this. Supreme Sneak grants you advantage on dexterity or stealth checks if you don't wear medium armor or heavy armor, which of course you're probably not going to be doing if you are a rogue thief. This is rather than forcing you to move slower. What do I think about this? I actually think this is actually probably a good change. Do I think it is a fantastic improvement? Not really, because it is advantage. That means you generally going to get like an extra +5 to whatever you roll, because you have advantage. You're rolling 2 dice. But other than that, yeah, okay, sure. Use Magic Device has changed a lot. There's been a lot of changes to Magic Device. It now allows you to attune to 3 magic items rather than to 4 magic items rather than 3 magic items. The base standard for all characters was you could have 3 attunement slots. Now you get 4 attunement slots with Magic Device and this particular thief. There's a chance to use a recharge magic item without expending any charges on that magic item, which you didn't have before. And you can use spell scrolls, but it's limited to it's limited a lot of the things you could have done. Like, because Use Magic Device was much more like the advanced Dungeons and Dragons wording and feature and how that worked, and that has been removed. You've kind of lost a great huge chunk of this. Use Magic Device used to be core to the rogue, and it's now part of a subclass. And I feel like Use Magic Device should have been part of the core for your rogue, but now it's a subclass, and it has been in 5e for a while now, okay? But I think it has actually limited you. I think that the 4 magic item attunements, even though that's quite a big significant change, is probably just going to annoy some dungeon masters because they're trying to figure out how to balance everything. I think it was better to let the rogue be able to use whatever magic device they came across, because, you know, not limiting it to race, class, and a level was a good idea, okay? Because we had a lot more range and options before. I think this is a big backward step, in my opinion. I think the original worked narratively and mechanically much better than this one. That's just my opinion. Okay. Thieves Reflexes now lets a character have 2 bonus actions. That's right. Thieves Reflexes now lets a character have 2 bonus actions if they use their cunning action. So you have to use your cunning action, so you're restricted to what you're going to be using, those 2 bonus actions. Okay, all right. And you, instead of getting 2 turns, I think I would have preferred to have 2 turns over having 2 bonus actions. Wouldn't you? It's not a great change. It's definitely a big nerf as far as I'm concerned. It will cause confusion amongst players and dungeon masters. I don't actually think this is going to work very well for people, frankly. I don't like this. I think ultimately with the thief, I don't like what they've done with the thief. I think the rogue thief has kind of got big pooed all over badly. Like they've done too much to it. I hate to be negative about some of these changes, but some of it's all right, and some of it's just, I just don't think that people are going to be terribly happy with it. Was it unbalanced? Like, are the changes that they're making to deal with something that's being unbalanced? I don't know that they necessarily were that unbalanced. I mean, taking 2 turns in a round is a big deal, but the fighter has action surge already. And, yeah, okay. Anyway, I won't say any more about it. I'm going to leave it alone. Sipping it up.